I do have this recorded, so if you have to hop off, that's perfectly fine. I understand that we all have super busy lives and it's kind of later, but I purposely do it later at night just so that the majority of you guys can get on after work, your kids are in bed, or any of that fun stuff. So really quick, I'm just going to introduce myself. I am Allie Tessitore, the founder of this incredible community, Sisterhood, Imperfectly Balanced. We also have 18 other coaches that are helping run this group because we have so many women. So if you are a coach that's helping me run, just raise your hand. Raise your hand so we can spot you. We'll see. I see a hand, but they're not showing me their face. Oh, there's Elizabeth. But we have 19. We have 19 coaches that are going to help me run this. You'll see different coaches Monday through Sunday. I have 2 to 3 coaches assigned all throughout the week so we can give you the most support possible. Because I will say this program isn't just a 2-week program. It's 80 days. And the key for you to starting day 1 and getting all the way to day 80 is support and accountability. And I can speak from experience personally. From doing this, I started it July 31st and I ended it October 27th. It was truly the test group, the people that I jumped on Zooms like this with. It was the other coaches. It was Autumn. It was Autumn. It was all of them that said, show up, you committed to this, and we did it. And you guys have probably heard through some of my videos that I had pretty much every excuse to throw the towel in. So I know if I can do it, you all can do this as well. So in saying that, again, this is an incredible sisterhood, an incredible community. We've been running groups as a team, online training groups for almost 3 years now. And I will say this, ladies, I was exactly where all of you are, or maybe where you've been, is I had my health deteriorate and I had to rebuild my health. And that's when I made the choice to change my fitness, my nutrition. So many of the coaches on our team, same thing with them. They all started as challengers, as clients wanting to improve their own health, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically. For me, it was I had severe postpartum anxiety and panic attacks. Of course, I wanted to lose weight. I was postpartum 3 kids. But for me, I really needed to find more joy and more peace and less stress. I needed to get off medication. And that's when I started to make small changes. And now here I am, 5 years later, free of anxiety medication, free of panic attacks. And now I get to help all of you ladies, become your best and to transform your lives along with all of our coaches that are helping you do it as well. So that's just my little tidbit about me and our amazing team. You'll see a lot of the coaches are introducing themselves throughout this week. So read them, get to know them. They're all amazing women who are here to help you throughout the way. So moving on, next is most of you ladies know that I was a part of the test group. Maybe you've seen my transformation. I have posted it in our challenge group, our training group, and you will see that my results are pretty awesome. Well, I will say this. I followed the program 100%. 100% I followed it. I don't know. I think I lost 13 pounds and 15 inches, but I did get abs, which I was really excited about. Oh wait, is there any way to mute? Yeah, let me just mute people because there's some kickback. So let me just mute really quick. Manage participants. If you guys see someone pop on that's unmuted and you hear noise, just let me know because sometimes there's like an echo and I want to try to avoid that if possible. Okay, I muted everyone, so no one should be able to chit chat. Perfect. So in saying that, I followed the program 100%. I got insanely amazing, crazy results. Obviously, you could see them physically, but a lot of things that maybe you guys didn't see was that I'm someone that battles emotional eating. I'm a foodie. Yes, I'm a certified holistic nutritionist, and I know that what you eat is, what you become, and I know that food is medicine to your body, but we are women, and we like to eat food when we're stressed out. We like to eat food when we're hormonal. That's completely normal. But that was something that I really wanted to overcome with the 80-day obsession program because I knew 80 days was going to require a lot of self-control and discipline. And that's why I've gone live twice already this week. And I talked to you about 2 important things that's going to help you with that is making a plan and getting organized so that you can, follow that and stay structured and keep your blinders on. And then I talked about your mindset. Your mindset is everything with this program, like everything with this program. One of the quotes that one of the Danielle Natoni, she's a top coach, she had mentioned in the test group when we were in it the first week, she said, discipline equals freedom. And there's so much truth to that is when you can gain discipline in your life, and your health, your fitness, it bleeds into all areas of your life. So remember that. Put that somewhere. I have that quote in my office on my whiteboard that says discipline equals freedom. And then another quote that I wrote down was every temptation is an opportunity for a transformation. So just think, over the course of 80 days, every single one of you ladies are going to be tempted. You're going to be tempted to not work out. You're going to be tempted to eat that chocolate cake at your friend's birthday party. You're going to be tempted to, not follow the plan, maybe when you're traveling. But tell yourself that, you know what, Allie, this is my opportunity to be tempted, but I'm not going to do it, and I'm going to transform today because of it. And before you know it, you ladies are going to evolve into some of the most confident, fearless, bold, healthy women from this program. And I believe that will happen because it happened in my own life, and I saw it happen with a lot of the test groupies that were with us, and they were all coaches too. So moving on is I'm going to screen share with all of you the challenge group. Let me just go through here. I'm so happy. Like literally we have 3 pages of faces on here. This makes me so happy. You have no idea. And I just have to say how honored I am that this is like, I was able to be a part of the test group and now help all of you do this, because it's just an incredible program. I probably will never stop doing this program because I love it so much. And saying that, all of you should be a part of our Get Obsessed training group, every single one of you. Now I'm going to be adding all of you, well, not all of you, but I'm adding some of you, if you submitted your email, to the Beachbody Challenge app tracker. Now, the challenge group is not going to take place in this tracker. This tracker that I'm going to provide to you, what I'm going to do is you're all going to get an invite either tomorrow or Friday. It's an invite. You download the app, you accept it, and it's our challenge group, but it's on an app with Facebook, or not Facebook, but with Beachbody. The only purpose for this is because I have a handful of you that have asked for this app, because it allows you to check off like your Shakeology. It lets you check off your workout, and it's like a check mark. And some people like to check things off just that they've completed something. So I'm going to offer that to all of you. I made a post in the group. It said, submit your email. I'll send you an invitation for that. In this app, not only can you check in with your shakes and check in with your workouts, but you can also take your before pictures and put them in there. You can also put your measurements and your weight in there. So it will keep track of all of that for you, which is really awesome. And your coach can check those as well inside the app. So I will say this, most of you ladies know that I like you to email me your stats every single week. Well, you don't have to email them to me if you use the app. So it does make things sometimes easier when you submit your before and your after pictures, which I want all of you to do, because it will be really important to monitor your progress from phase 1 to phase 2 to phase 3. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the Facebook group. All of you should be in this, and I'm just going to share you a couple things to look at, because a couple of you ladies have asked, where's the meal plans? Where's the meal plan templates? All that fun stuff. So I'm just going to show you the quick way to look at that and how to search something in this group. Also, I currently have the posting option off. The reason why I have that is because if all of you are posting questions in there, you would miss out on my posts this week, and I really want you to read them. So I will lift the posting block on Saturday, so you can start posting, if you are grocery shopping, you're meal prepping, and all of that fun stuff there. So let me go ahead and screenshot that with you, what the challenge group looks like. If you are not in the challenge group, please comment below and say, I'm not in the group, and I will add you. Now, I know personally for me, I have a few of you ladies that might be on here that got a challenge pack like literally an hour ago. So I tried to get you added, but if I didn't, just comment below and we will have one of our coaches that are on here add you, just so that you can get into it. Okay, so let me just do this. One thing I wanted to also, let all of you ladies know, is that this group will be open obviously all the way till April, but if for some reason, if you have a friend that wants to join you, they can still join this group all throughout January, February, March, because this group will be open. So I'm still letting people join in just because it is an 80-day program, and we'll just catch them up if you have someone else that wants to jump in with us. Okay, so here we go. Share the screen. Okay. So this is what our training group looks like right here. Are you ready to get obsessed? Yes, you are ready to get obsessed. First thing that you'll notice is the top. Now, the top, these Motivational Monday, Turn in Time Tuesday, these are just some ideas for you to post in this group. The missing link to reaching your health and fitness goals is accountability. We run these groups as coaches to help you get support. And I will say this, the more you post in here, the more support you get, but most of all, the more you're going to connect with these women. I made a post today and I said, you know, specifically regarding postpartum moms and breastfeeding moms. There was like, I couldn't believe how many there were in here. I was like, holy moly cannoli, there's a lot. All of those ladies are going to start connecting because they have, you know, they might have similar struggles with not sleeping at nighttime, with breastfeeding, with lack of energy. You know, they're going to really connect. So I'm using them for an example. But the more you are in this group, the more you have FaceTime, meaning you show your workout pictures, you motivate one another in this group, the more connection you're going to feel with the women and the more likely you're going to, you know, complete this challenge, because it is going to be hard. I'm just being honest. And the more people you have supporting you and the more people saying, hey, where did Shelly go? Where did Schwan go? Where did Elizabeth go? They're not here for the past 3 days. We need to go find them. That's kind of what I want. I want that community of, we haven't seen someone in a while. Where are they? I better check in on them. So here's the group. The top is just some different things that you can post on, whether it's Motivational Monday, Tune and Tighten Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Transformation Thursday, Flexing Friday. I will say one of my favorite days is Shout Out Saturday, because it's just to shout out a lady who has inspired you this week to stay on track. So I love recognizing and loving on ladies who are really, you know, taking it to the next level. So this is your opportunity to say like, you know, hey, Elizabeth, you really did amazing this week. Thank you so much for inspiring me to do my early morning workouts. Stuff like that. It really goes a long way when you can uplift someone else. So the first thing I want you to do when you look in this group, if you haven't already seen it, is files. Files is where your two things are going to be. Your welcome note right here, and then an ebook that I have. So the first is, are you ready to get obsessed? Hold on, I see someone in the chat box. Okay. Brittany, oh, it doesn't show your last name for some reason, Brittany. I don't know why. Type in your last name, Brittany, and yeah, because I only see Brittany. It doesn't show me your last name. Okay, perfect. Thanks, love. So you can see here, this is just your welcome note. Please read this. This is your, okay, you're welcome. Check this out. This is just me talking about the training group, what I expect from you. You can see here that I recommend some books that I absolutely love. I see lots of morning workout people. Miracle Morning's an awesome book. Rising Strong, Compound Effect, Made to Crave, 50 Ways to Yay. Awesome books that you can check out, because I did recommend reading a book or listening to something. I have some save the dates here for you guys to check out. If you live local, I have local meetups. But just read through all of these tips. These are tips of things that I ask from you, our team asks from you to be a part of this group. One is every day, look at the daily post that's posted. Every single day, I will make a post around 5 or 6 a.m. Read that post every single day. Literally, day 1 through 80, I will be making a post every single morning. Then our coaches that are assigned that day will also be making posts for you. So you're going to get lots of support and encouragement, like a ton, okay? Next is follow the program guide, work out, drink your shakes, and the performance line every day. Here's a video. I show you how to access your on demand, but you don't even need to watch that because I'm going to show you how to do it. Number 3 is use the Win the Week challenge tracker to help you stay on track with your important fitness and nutrition behaviors and win a prize every Monday. I will show you that tracker, but print it out. If you're someone that wants to save trees, print it out and get it laminated and just use a dry erase pen, you know, and reuse it every single week. But this is going to help you, you know, keep track. I'm a very structured person where I like my list and to check it twice. So for me, I like using a tracker, even for me personally with my health and fitness. Next is for emailing. If I am not your coach, please email your coach that you signed up with. If you are my person, then email me. If you have like an emergency situation, you know, anything that you need like an immediate response to. But if it's anything pertaining to the challenge group, please post your questions and concerns in the actual challenge group. Because like I said, we have about 20 of us that are helping, you know, run this. Yeah, okay, so one of my coaches just mentioned this, so I'm going to say this. Alyssa McIntyre, she is one of our coaches. She's running her 80-day obsession group separate in her Strong Mama Squad. So if you are listening and you're a part of the Strong Mama Squad, you're in Alyssa's group separately from this. So you can ignore some of this stuff, okay? Next is share and connect. Be active in our training group. Share your story and your results. with the group because we are in it together every step of the way. Stay positive. This is a big one because the first thing I'm going to say is that some of you ladies, you have not received your equipment yet. And I understand that. In Beachbody, they know about this. I have called corporate. I have reached out to the Elite line, the test group that I'm a part of with Autumn. It has been mentioned in there. They are just behind, and it has to do with 1 or 2 pieces of items, but you'll get them, and do not worry. I want you to take a deep breath. You're still going to start this. You still have the meal plans. You still have the workouts. You literally have everything except the equipment, okay? Maybe you don't have your shakes. Maybe you don't have your Energize. That's okay. You can still follow the meal plan, and you can still do the workout. So I don't want you to stress. I want you to stay positive. Also, stay positive about your results. Stay positive about the time nutrition because your mind is everything in this. So you have to just look at everything in a positive way. Trust the process. Because, you know, getting healthy takes time and seeing a transformation takes time. There were plenty of times in this test group where I was so frustrated. I was like, you know, especially phase 2, which when you hit week 5 to week 8, I got really frustrated because I was like, I'm starving and I'm not seeing results. So that was really normal for most of us test groupies. But then Autumn kicked our booty back into line and said, get over it, follow the program, trust the process, and I had amazing results. The next is your stat form. Your stat form will be due at the end of every phase. This is your accountability for your results to your coach for each phase of the program. Now, if you've been in one of my month-to-month challenges, I require you to send me your stat form, which is your pictures, your weight, your measurements, every single Sunday or Monday. If you did that, that would be like 12, 13 weeks of before and afters. It would be a lot. Now, I recommend you take them if you want every single week, but I don't want them except at the end of every phase. So after phase 1, you're going to send them to me. After phase 2, you're going to send them. But you can definitely take them every single week if you want. I personally took mine every single week because I wanted to see the transformation literally week to week, day 1 to day 7 to day 14 to day 21 to day 28. I wanted to see those, and most of my results that you guys see on infomercials, they're my results from like literally week to week, day 1 to day 28, from day 1 to day 50. So I would still take them, but for your coaches, you're only going to submit your stats at the end of each phase, because at the end of each phase, that is when you're going to recalculate your calorie bracket, is at the end of each phase. So there's no need to send all of those things, if you're not going to change your nutrition until the next phase. You have 2 ways to submit your stats, 2 ways. If you have been with me for a while, I see a little chat box. So Shallon, you can use the challenge tracker for your stats. And I have that right here for my next. There's going to be 2 ways for you to submit your stats to your coach, 2 different ways. The first one is through this Google Doc right here. All you have to do is click it, open it, and then go up to the File tab. Oh, I might as well show you. Because if I don't show you, I know someone's going to ask me. So you're going to open it up here, and then you're going to click File, and then you're going to click Make a Copy, because you guys can't edit this version. This is like my original. Click Make a Copy, and then you can put in here like Shallon, and Shallon's Imperfectly Balanced Stats. So there you go. That's how you can do it that way, or you can do it via the Challenge Tracker app. The Challenge Tracker app is really easy. So that's something new that I'm going to do with my ladies, is that you can submit your pictures, your weight, and your measurement in the Challenge Tracker app that I'm going to send you guys an invite to by Thursday or Friday. So those are your 2 ways to submit it. So that's that. Next is, please, please, please do not share these meal plans. These are highly confidential, and they are only a part of Imperfectly Balanced, our coaches and our challengers. I will say this to all of you. That's okay. You can just do that, Shallon, if you want. But I would say this, if you ladies ever want to really see your results, when I was in the test group, and I would just recommend this, when I was in the test group, we were asked to take a frontal shot, a back shot, a side shot, and then like a twisty turny shot where you put your hands on your hip and kick your leg up. So I think you've probably seen mine. It's in the bathing suit. I can do some poses for you if you would like, Shallon, of the different ways.
Okay.
But yeah, We had some booty shots too. Like we were required to take these like butt shots. And I was like, I will never, like, I can't believe I actually have to show these to people because it was like a full like butt shot. Thank God they did not use my butt shot on any like infomercial or I would have died. But yeah, so I would take every shot, every angle. I would just take one every week so you have it, but I only need them at the end of each phase and so does your coach. And saying that, back to the meal plans. The great thing about being a test groupie is that I got to create these meal plans. Most other coaches in the network do not have meal plans because they weren't a part of the test group. So even though I don't have a meal plan for every single calorie bracket, I do have the most popular ones. So I have plan A completed and I have plan D created, and then one of our coaches, Alyssa, she's completing plan B. So we will have a template for plan A, plan B, plan D, and then plan C, like if you guys look at them, if you're in a plan C category, the only difference is like a carb or a fruit. So it's very easy just to add in a double serving for one of those items. So I'm going to show you how that works. Right here, I have plan A, plan B on this one because I did 1 week or 2 weeks of plan B, and you'll see that in mine. But I didn't stick with that because I was like, no, I'm going back to plan A. So if you get this, this is normal. It's a new thing that Facebook is, I don't know why they're doing that. Facebook always gives you issues. Okay, so I'm just going to show you my meal plan template because I saw a lot of my ladies creating templates. This is what mine looks like. Great thing is that all of you ladies can edit this. And I will tell you this as well, is this is the 12:30, this is a 12:30 workout block. I'm going to be making a new one for either 5:30 a.m. or 9 a.m. because I'm going to be changing my workout time. I was just required to work out at 12:30 because that's when Autumn Calabrese did it. And so I had to do it with her at the same time. So this is editable. This one isn't. But what you're going to do is you're going to click File, make a copy. When you make a copy, you can edit all of these. Okay, so don't go recreate this. This is the great part, is that I have 13 weeks planned out for you. So you can still follow all of my meals, but just change around the workout block for you. If this is too computer techie for you, then just do, paper and pen. That's perfectly fine. But I just want you guys to see this, that I have on here. I mean, I have up here, wake up at 5:30 a.m. because that's what time I wake up, even if I'm not working out, just to do some work. But you will see here that the workout block, let me see if I can zoom out so you guys can see this a little bit better. Hold on. Oh, let me zoom out so you guys can see it. That's better. Okay. So you can see here the workout block. This is the most crucial aspect of this meal plan because all of your meals are based around when you work out. That's just how it is. So for me, you will see, and I'm going to go over the nutrition plan with you on demand as well, so you can see it, how the way the program lays it out. But you will see that my workout is at 12:30 to 1:30, right here. 12:30 to 1:30 is my workout. So that means that 60 to 90 minutes before I work out, I'm going to have my pre-workout meal, which is right here. Pre-workout meal are those containers. Now, they did move the orange to the other meal. They swapped those out, but don't worry, I'm going to be updating all of this. But if you guys see it, you'll just see that the pre-workout and the post-workout meal flip the orange in the teaspoon. So you'll see here, 60 minutes to 90 minutes, I had my pre-workout meal. 30 minutes before I worked out, I had my Energize. And I'm just going to say one thing about Energize is, ladies, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink caffeine. I drink my Shakeology. That's the only energy I need. I have lots of energy. I'm more anxiety, like type A personality. I just don't need coffee. It kind of gives me palpitations and heart flutters. And I was actually really nervous to drink Energize, if I can be completely honest with you. I never really believed in a pre-workout. Just going to keep it real. I didn't think I needed it, and I always have heard that pre-workouts are bad for you. I did my research on Energize. You guys, it's the most cleanest pre-workout that you can ever find. It's made with beet juice and green tea leaves. It's incredible. It has no artificial dye in it. But I didn't drink it because I was scared. Honestly, I was scared it would like give me the heart palpitations. Well, when I signed the contract to do the test group, it was a requirement. Like I had to drink Energize, and I had to drink Hydrate, and I had to drink Recover, or I couldn't do it. So I drank it. And I'm telling you, I can't live without it now. I started off with half a scoop So if you are sensitive to maybe stimulants or even green tea, which I am, start off with half a scoop and then you can work your way up to a full scoop. But now I literally can't not drink it, and my husband drinks it, and I'm obsessed with it. So anyways, Energize is 30 minutes before your workout. Your workout is then 12:30 to 1:30. You'll see here that I have Hydrate. I also drink the electrolytes. And to all of my breastfeeding moms on here, yes, Catherine, Energize is perfectly safe to drink while breastfeeding. That's another great thing. I worked with a nutritionist, and all of you ladies are perfectly safe to drink Energize, Hydrate, Shakeology, all of that, Recover, if you are breastfeeding. Now, if you have dairy allergies or your baby has dairy allergies, you definitely want to stick with the vegan Shakeology, and you don't want to drink Recover. Recover it's whey-based, just so you know. But in saying that, the nutritionist actually recommended this, is Hydrate. If you are breastfeeding, I would highly recommend Hydrate because it's an electrolyte replacement, and it's really going to be good for keeping your milk supply up. It's awesome for keeping your milk supply up. It's also great to drink it otherwise for your hormones. Hydration plays a huge part in hormone regulation for women. So that's why I drink the electrolytes, because it is a 45-minute, to an hour workout. Next is you have your Recover literally 15 minutes after you work out. The great thing with Recover, if you're drinking Recover, is it tastes like a Wendy's smoothie, frosty. It tastes delicious. And all you have to do is mix it with ice and water, and you shake it in a cup. Super duper easy breezy. Put some ice, put some water, and then shake it. It is super yummy if you put some iced coffee in it. I will sometimes buy like the decaf coffee, like in the Starbucks section at Publix or Target, and I'll put like a little bit of decaf coffee in there, and it's super yummy. It's like a chocolate mocha shake. It's fabulous. I'm just going to read these. Allie said, oh, it's on here. The Shakeology's on here. It's up top. See, 8 a.m. Shakeology. It's the first thing up at the top. Patricia said, Allie, can you drink Energize right before and during the workout? I don't have the Hydrate. Got used to it. You want to drink the Energize before your workout. You really don't want to drink it like in the middle. I mean, it's not going to hurt you. But if you want the full effect of Energize, because it kicks in 20 to 30 minutes after you drink it, so you kind of want to drink it when you are, right before you work out. I mean, if you drink it 15 minutes before, that's perfectly fine. I know for me, I don't want to have all that water bouncing around in my stomach. So yeah, but that's perfectly fine if you don't have Hydrate. Just drink water instead for that. So you'll see then I end after my Recover. I will then have my post-workout meal. Okay. Then all the rest of the meals. I'm going to go over those with you, but I just want to show this to you that you can alter this and you can change it. You will see here also that Monday through Saturday, it's the same meal plan. Sunday is completely different. Sunday, you get extra purples, okay? And you don't drink the Performance Line if you are using that. Checking this. Now I see it. So shake, then the pre-workout meal, then workout. If we work out at 6:30 to 7, still Shakeology. Yes, I'm going to go over all of that. Okay, so just so you know, Alyssa just asked this question, and I'm going to show it to you really quick. So this is plan A. I would say the majority of this is plan A right here. So I'm going to see what week I switched it. I maybe switched it back for all of you just so there was no confusion. I think I did. I think I put it back to plan A so there was no confusion. So I'll edit that. Yeah, I did. I switched it back to plan A because I only had 2 weeks of plan B. Now, the last week is peak week. Don't even pay attention to this, okay? If you're vegan, if you're breastfeeding, you cannot do peak week, but just ready for peak week because you literally cut out like all of the carbs and you're gonna shred like your body like crazy. But that's the last week. You're gonna love it, okay? Trust me, this is when I had abs. Okay, so move down. I'm gonna show you the other plan, which is the plan CD, and then I'm gonna ask questions. I don't wanna get sidetracked with the questions right now. So that is plan A. Plan CD here, this is really plan D. I was talking to Brittany. She was one of my other test groupie girls. She put here nursing because she just wants you to know that she was a nursing mom. She was postpartum, nursing mom, and that's why this is here. But it doesn't mean anything different. She's in plan D. So if you're plan D, this is plan D for you. She just said that because her calculations would have given her plan B, but because she added the 500 extra calories in, it put her into plan D for her personally, for her breastfeeding. So you can see that her meal plan looks like mine because I gave all of them my meal plan in the test group, so it looks kind of similar. But she made a few changes here and there. But you can see that her meals look almost identical to mine because we all shared each other's meal plans and we helped one another through the thing. So you can just see she has more food. That's it. She just got some more food. She's still eating, you know, the same workout block. She's still eating the same amount of meals. She's just eating more food for those meals. So it's really important to look at that. Again, she has all of those weeks that I have, except she doesn't have peak week. Oh wait, does she have peak week? No, she didn't even fill it out. She didn't do peak week because she wasn't allowed to because she was breastfeeding. So if you're breastfeeding, you cannot do peak week because you literally won't survive. That's the truth. Okay, so I'm going to then go back to our main page here just to go over this with you. Let me shut that down. Okay, and the other thing is my ebook. So this is, I've had this ebook like literally since I've been running groups, and I just keep adding recipes to it, just keep adding them as I find them. And this is just some good recipes here. If you want to look, they give you the containers. There's 97 pages, okay? Lots of pages, 97 pages. But anything from snacks, so like, you know, frozen yogurt, which is really frozen strawberries, different snacks on here. I give you the containers, like cottage cheese and pineapple banana, one red, one purple, healthy ice cream, kale chips, beef jerky. Like I literally give you a whole bunch of different snack options that I put in here. These are like my favorite trail mix bites. They're super yummy, but you're not really allowed to have chocolate on 80 Day Obsession, so skip this. This is just a part of my meal plan for 21 Day Fix. I'm going to skip the treats because you're really not supposed to have those. But those are in there when you're doing regular programs with me. I'm going to keep scrolling. Just go through here. There's lots of recipes. It's 97 pages. Like here's one of my favorite breakfast items is egg white bites. Super easy to make. Oh my gosh. I will make these for my kids. I will make them for myself. I tell you exactly what to put in them. I tell you how many containers. 2 egg white muffins is 1 red, 1 green. You can throw in some avocado if you need a blue. So check this out. Overnight oats. Lots of recipes in here. So just browse through them. Healthy pancakes. Got a pancake craving. This is awesome protein waffle. It's super yummy. Baked oatmeal. Just go scroll through here. You can find some recipes for side items. Baked sweet potatoes. This is my husband's recipe for baked sweet potatoes. It's amazing. like I probably make, well, my husband makes these when he's in town. The baked sweet potatoes pretty much every week for me because they're just incredible. Let me see what else is in here. You can have dressing, just so you know, a salad dressing falls into the orange container. I'm going to keep scrolling. There's a lot in here. So just take your time, scroll through here, look through here. I will also say this, and I know Valerie, she's one of our, she's a new challenger, but she's also a new mommy, and she's one of our new coaches. She actually talked about this, about the Fixate. On demand, there's the Fixate cooking show, which is by Autumn and Autumn's brother. Incredible recipes. So check that out. Watch it. Get some recipes. Super awesome ones that obviously are all approved for 80 Day Obsession. So let me just get out of here, scroll out. But look through that. If you want to print it out, you can like order it online from like Staples or like one of those, you know, office stores, and they can print it for you for like 15 or 20 bucks, all the recipes, which is pretty fun if you want a notebook. I think Gracie had that. Gracie, one of my girls, she made like this whole 3-ring binder, and it was adorable, and I loved it. I'm like, you're so organized. I love it. Okay, so that is that. Let me just go back to the discussion. And then this is just our group. So you'll see that every single day there's a post. This was the challenge tracker I was talking about right here. If you want more accountability, if you want to submit your stats here, click this link. It's right here, like on the top of our page. Click this link and put in your name and your email, and I will do the invite. I tagged you, Alyssa. Alyssa, I think you're on here, girl. You're going to be putting my emails in for me so I can invite everyone. Here's a fun meal prep video. Check this out. I show you exactly how I meal prep. Ladies, I meal prep every Sunday, and I don't meal prep for the rest of the week. I don't have time. I prep everything on Sunday. Everything. And my best tip for all of you, I know you're probably thinking, Allie, like that's really gross. Well, that's okay. You can prep twice a week if you want. Perfectly fine with that. My husband was making fun of me yesterday because he was like, how old is that chicken you're eating, Allie? I'm like, it's 8 days old. I'm okay. Like, I'm all good. Like, I don't have to cook a meal. Like, but listen, for meal prep will change your life, and it's going to help you stay on track. You just have to have a plan. You don't have to meal prep, you know, once for the entire week if you don't want to, but I would definitely plan out your meals. I was talking to Tana, one of my new girls, and I was talking to her today, and she's like, you know what, she's like, I like to follow a meal plan. She goes, but I like to cook all of my meals fresh, like right when I eat them. And I'm like, that's perfectly fine, but you got to have a plan. She has a plan. She follows her meal plan. She just cooks it when she wants to eat it for her family, and that works for her because she can do that. I can't do that. If I just ate when I was hungry, I would eat peanut butter and jelly all the time. I would eat Life cereal, and I would just eat donuts. Like, I would not have a good meal because I would just be eating whatever I could find. So figure out a plan when you can meal prep. It's going to take time. Your kitchen's going to be messy, but if you watch this video, you'll see exactly how I do it. And all I'm going to say is this, is keep it simple, simple, simple. Until you get the time nutrition down, do not get creative. I know that might sound boring, but do not get creative. You'll see some of my meals that I'm going to be sharing with you. I'm going to share some of my favorite chicken recipes with you, some of my favorite salad recipes I'm going to share with you. So yeah, just so you can see here, I posted a chat from, you know, Autumn Calabrese's pre-workout meal in the morning. Just check these out. I posted today some awesome post-workout meals. If you click the picture, you'll see that I put the, right here, I put what the workout meal included. So zucchini noodles, 4 ounces of chicken, edamame. So I included what those are as well. I put post-workout, and I put pre-workout somewhere. I put a pre-workout album as well. They're all in the album. So if you go to photos, you go to album, you will see that I have post-workout meals, pre-workout meals, and I also have the plans here. Click here, go to plan A. Next, these are the pictures right here. You can see these. When the week challenger tracker, that's what I talked about just a second ago. Print this out. It's going to tell you exactly what to do. I talked about this on our live when I went live. You can see right here. It just says, you know, why are you finding your balance and getting healthy? Because that's like my mission for our team and for all of our ladies, is to help you find your balance and getting healthy and make this maintainable, not just for 20 days or 80 days, but for life. So write down your why. Is it to, you know, to get healthy, to get off medication, to get those abs? Write that down. And then those are just some vital behaviors of things that's going to help you be successful each week. So print that out and use that. I also have the bingo, which is fun. That's in the photo section as well. And you can print out the bingo, which is over here, like in the photo section. A bingo, you can win prizes. I'll do hats and shirts and Starbucks gift cards and all that fun stuff. So make sure you participate just to have some fun in our group, because fitness is supposed to be fun, ladies. Okay, so that's the group. Make sure you live and breathe in this group. Not really, but I would give yourself, like, say, okay, every day I'm going to make my post, and then every day, you know, before I go to bed, I'm going to check in and see if there's someone I can inspire and uplift, and see if someone commented on my stuff, and then check out. So just make it a part of your daily routine. Next is I'm going to share with you the program. I don't know if all of you ladies saw it. I have a feeling that some of you did not see it, so I'm going to share it with you really quick. Is the fact I made a video that showed you how to access your workouts, how to access the nutrition plan, and how to access the behind the scenes videos that Autumn and the crew are doing with 80 Day Obsession. I showed that to you, but I'm going to show it to you again, just since we're all on here. But again, I did make a video of that as well. Anyone else trying to scroll the Allie screen share? That's kind of funny. What are some of the C weeks? Oh, I was seeing that. I got to still do C weeks. So Alyssa, we have plan A, plan D, and I know Alyssa, you're working on plan B. Plan C, you know, that's going to come. I would say that most likely one of our coaches who's in plan C is going to help start creating that week to week. But like I said, all of these templates are modifiable. You guys don't have to like recreate the whole thing. You just might have to look at your program, the containers, and say, okay, Allie has this plan, but I need an extra veggie and an extra carb. I'm just going to add that to her last meal of the night, which is just, you know, a vegetable and a protein. So just add that there. So it's not like you guys have to move around a lot of stuff. You just have to figure out your workout time and then just add in the extra containers to the template. Okay. So here's your on demand right here. Oh, you're going to sign in. You sign in teambeachbody.com. Teambeachbody.com. You're going to go to Beachbody On Demand. Let's see if it pulls it up nice and quickly. Okay. Okay, workout programs. Slowly opening. Okay, so 80-day obsession, go ahead and click this. Now, don't try to cheat and get started with the workouts because they're not up here yet. They don't come out till the 15th. But you can get started on the program material. So first thing I do is watch these quick start tips, 4 minutes, and eating plan tips, 6 minutes, super short and sweet by Autumn. The weekly obsession, it's just a behind the scenes of the cast and the crew. It's pretty funny just to watch that. So you can watch that. It's 15 minutes, but really what you want is the program materials right here. I would recommend printing these out. That's what I did. Print them out. Here's the starter guide. But now we're going to open up this. Actually, I'm going to go to that last because I saw some other questions. Look at the starter guide here. I already showed that, but this is where you're going to, I'm just going to show it to you guys anyways. I'm going to scroll down. Measurements. Okay, this is where you're going to figure out your calorie bracket. Is right here. Let me see if I can't make that any smaller. Oh, I did. Yay, I could make it smaller. I was worried I couldn't. So this is really important. So on the get started, you guys need to figure out your calorie bracket, okay? It's really, really, really easy. Do not look at phases 2 and 3 right now because you're not in phase 2 and 3. So do not even look at phase 2 and 3. I only want you to look at phase 1. So for example, I'm just going to do the calculations for you. So say for example, I'm going to pull this up, my calculator, so I can do it exactly for you while we're on here. What you're going to do, because I saw some questions on this. So calculate your calorie baseline. If I weigh 126 times 11, okay, 1386 is my caloric baseline, okay? Then that's my baseline. Calculate your maintenance calories. You're going to take your caloric baseline, which is your answer from A, and you're going to add 600. So my maintenance calories is 1986, okay? Maintenance means I don't want to lose weight. I don't really want to gain weight. I'm happy where I'm at, and you're still going to see changes. Every single cast and crew in 80-Day Obsession, Autumn Calabrese herself, all of them stayed in maintenance for the entire 80 days, and they all lost weight, and they all had incredible results. Every single one of them stayed in maintenance. Even the modifier, you'll see her, the first 2 phases, she never has her shirt off. And by the 3rd phase, she has her shirt off and she has a 6-pack. So, I mean, she's changed and she followed the maintenance bracket. Personally, I'm going to say this to all of you because I've learned, is if you don't have more than 10 pounds to lose, I would consider staying in your maintenance bracket. Personally, I would consider that. Because these workouts are intense. They're much longer than 21-day fix. They're much longer than 30 minutes. They're 45 to 60 minutes. And your body's going to be sore and you're going to be tired and you don't want to be hangry and you don't want to start having severe detox symptoms, which some of you might have some detox your first week. But I know for me, I'm doing maintenance. There's no way I'm doing weight loss right now because there's no way. I've done this before and I'm not going to do that again. So if you have less than 10 pounds, then go to the weight loss factory for that. If you don't have, 10 pounds or more to lose, then, go to the, wait, did I say that right? If you don't have more than 10 pounds to lose, then go to the maintenance, if that makes sense. So if you only have 5 pounds to lose, I would do your maintenance. If you have 12, 13 pounds, even if you have 10 pounds, you can do your weight loss. But I just want to tell you that because eventually you're probably going to drop those pounds in the first 4 weeks from my experience. And then you're going to be, you're going to have a hard time getting through the workout. So in saying that, after you figure out your maintenance calories, say mine's 1986, then if I want to do the lose weight option, I'm going to go to the deficit. I'm going to actually subtract 750, which gives me 1236. 1236 is my baseline to lose weight, which puts me in plan A, okay? Now, breastfeeding moms, this is for you. Say you calculate all of that and say you want to lose weight and say if I was breastfeeding right now, I got 1236. That was my final calculation. All I'm going to do is add 500 onto that, and that's the bracket I'm in. So I'm going to go from plan A to plan B pretty much because my calories go up to 1736. So if you're a breastfeeding mom, don't worry. All you need to do is total out all the way to the bottom of, phase 1C to lose the weight, but then add on 500 calories for you personally if you're breastfeeding. I'm reading the rest of this. Okay, good question, Jenny. Jenny said, what if you were on C but want to do B? No, 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 no. Follow the program, okay? That is exactly what Autumn said to us. Do not pick your calorie bracket. Do not pick it. You did not create this program. She created it. So you follow the program. I could say that. I'd be like, you know what? I fall on plan B. I'm going to do plan A because I want to lose weight. No, all of your bodies need a certain amount of food. And this program is intense. You need food. If you want to build muscle, if you want to get lean, sculpted arms, abs, lifted booty, you have to eat. You have to eat to build muscle. So please trust the process. Eat in your bracket. And that's the best thing is that we can recalculate. So if you lose 10 pounds in the first 4 weeks, you're going to recalculate and probably go into a different bracket for phase 2. So trust the process. Do not pick your bracket. Stay in there. Penelope said, do you think it's necessary to add 500 for breastfeeding? Yes. The nutritionist said, yes, 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 because long-term, your milk supply will not stay up if you are eating less than you should be eating, just for milk supply. And as a mom of 3, I breastfed all 3 of my babies. You got to eat, ladies. Don't be afraid to eat. You're still going to see results with breastfeeding. I promise you. There was 3 moms in our test group that were all breastfeeding, and they all lost over 20 pounds, and they look incredible. Amazing. Trust the process. Yes, I think I mentioned that, Emily. Hydrate. Hydrate is incredible for breastfeeding moms. It's incredible for all women because hormones. Hydration affects your hormone regulation, and most women have messed up estrogen, progesterone, testosterone levels. So the more hydrated you are, the better. Jana said, my calculation is saying 1687 calories per day. Doesn't that seem like a lot? No, it doesn't. If that's what it calculates out to, if you follow phase 1, A, B, and C, and that's what it comes down to, that's your bracket. Just trust the process. Trust me, trust the process. And if I'm your coach or if there's someone else, this is what this group's for. You can post questions in here and you're like, okay, look, Allie, I'm not seeing results. Then I'm probably going to say, I want to see your meal plan if you're not following mine. And I want to make sure that you're eating the right foods and so on like that. So that's your calories. That's how you figure it out. Do not look at phase 2 calculations, okay? Do not look at phase 2 and phase 3. You can see that there's some changes in the numbers. You're not in phase 2 and you're not in phase 3. Then you're going to figure out your plan. Are you plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, plan F? Pick your bracket. You don't pick your bracket. You figure out one you're in. That's okay. Trust it. Trust the 2300, okay? Trust it. Holly said, what do you recommend for fitness instructors that have to teach every day on top of 80-day workouts, add calories? So what Autumn said is that you can add in like an extra carb won't hurt you. It all depends on what your body needs, but adding in an extra protein or an extra carb is not going to hurt you if you're a fitness instructor. It's not at all. If my calculation results is coming in at 1517, and I would imagine, okay, so Patricia, if I was Autumn would say do plan B because you fell into 1517. And the reason why I know she would say that because I did the test group with her, and that's what she would say. You go based off of your calories, and then you adjust if you drop. So say, Patricia, you drop in the first week to the plan A bracket, then second week you're going to change your bracket. But you eat where you fall. And I know you guys are going to probably be like, trust me. You know why? Because there was 2 or 3 weeks where I had to eat more food because I felt like crap, if I can be honest with you, because the workouts were so intense. And I was like, I need to eat more food. So I ate more food and I got over the hump. And then phase 2, I went back into plan A because I wanted to, lose a little bit more. So trust the process, eating your bracket. If I drink coffee, should I skip Energize? Sorry if you already, nope, totally different. So coffee's coffee. Energize is like a pre-workout. The Energize specifically is made to help you have more endurance and more stamina during your workout, period. It's meant to help you last energy-wise, not a crash, not like an energy and crash and burn after. It's meant to help you have a peak performance when you work out. So that is the quick starter guide. I'm going to go back up here. I know it's going to get late, ladies, but don't worry. If you need to get off, you can pick back off where you left off. But I just want to make sure I cover everything on this because it is a lot of information. Before I go into the eating plan, I'm just going to show you this really quick. The food list. I saw this question, so I got to address it. The food list. Someone asked about the food list. Someone said, if I chose the Shakeology Challenge Pack instead of the one with Energize, do you recommend not taking pre-workout rather than a different brand? I personally am not going to recommend another pre-workout personally. If you don't have Energize, I just wouldn't have one. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to have any other supplements on this except what they recommend with this. Oh, I don't know what's happening. My computer's acting funky. Hold on. So yeah, so if you're not drinking Energize, then just skip the Energize, okay? Let me share this for a second. It's acting wonky. If you don't have Energize, don't drink the Energize. Just skip that. If you don't have Recover, then just eat the fruit post-workout and you don't have to have the Recover. That's perfectly fine. You know, we were required to drink Recharge. And at one point I was like, I can't drink this stuff. I don't like it. So almost all of us test groupies ended up not drinking Recharge. But I mean, there's some things that I would say you definitely want to have if you can have them. Like I know financially, if some of you can't afford Energize and Recover, that's perfectly fine. But I would say that they're definitely worth the investment for this program. I mean, I would say I was sore, but I know that because of what I ate from the Shakeology, from the Performance Line, I felt awesome all the time, minus being hungry 2 or 3 of those weeks. But I felt incredible. Like I was never really sore. I have herniated discs in my neck. So I have a really, really bad neck. And I never had flare-ups. I never had issues. And I swear it's because I, took the Performance Line, ate the, followed the meal plan, had the Shakeology. I did Epsom salt baths. I did the foam roller. I got my sleep. And hold on, I just saw a question. Can you mix the Shakeology? No, do not mix the two. Don't mix the two. Don't mix Shakeology and Energize together. It will not, no, don't mix it together. It's my understanding that we have to eat the containers and the meal options, but we can eat the meal options in different order. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So for the meals, you have to eat them based off their containers. And I'm going to go over that with you in 1 second. And I'm also going to go over the working out early because I know some of you have lots of questions about that. Okay, so I think my computer's fine now. I don't know why it wasn't letting me share that. That was so weird. Let me shut this down real quick. It was like not letting me pull it up. So regarding the food list, I saw a couple of you asking questions. Some of you ladies have been with me for a while. Some of you have maybe completed 21 Day Fix, or maybe you've completed another program with me. Oh, this is not pulling up. Oh, wait, where is it? Some of you have completed some other programs with me, but you have to follow the list. You have to follow the food approved list. If it's not on the food list, you cannot have it. I know that's kind of like, well, Allie, I want to have a waffle. Well, if it's not on the list, you can't have it because this meal plan is very, very specific. So, oh, here it is. Okay. Sorry, my computer was taking a second to pull it up, probably because I have so many things on. So here's the container food list. Now, a little tip as well. This is something that is really beneficial as well for you to know, especially if you want to have maximized results. Max results is this. Let me scroll down. Can you guys all see this? Okay. Can you see the container food list? Except my dial is like, there it is. My computer is acting weird. Oh no. I might have to shut this part down and open up from Chrome. So in saying that, back to the food list. The food list, you have to follow the food list. You can't deviate from that. Does the challenge pack come with hydrate? Yeah, it doesn't come with it, Catherine. You have to buy the hydrate separately because they didn't include that because some people they didn't want to drink it, so they weren't going to make it like a mandatory thing. But I will say, I would drink it. I drink it. And if you're breastfeeding, I would really recommend it. I would say breastfeeding. I would definitely. And if you're someone that has like hormonal issues, cortisol, I would take it, stress hormone levels. If you have any hormone regulation issues, I would recommend drinking electrolytes as well. So here's the containers. Print this out if you want it, save it on your phone. but these are all of the color groupings for all of the food. You have your green, your purple, your red, your yellow. Did someone raise their hand? Let me see. If you guys can, if any of my coaches that are in here can answer the questions, I'm gonna stop asking questions just so I can stay on track, and then I'll ask questions at the end. These are your food approved items. If they're not on this list, you cannot eat them, okay? Don't kill me. I didn't create the program. I'm just here to share with you about the program. But you guys can have cheese. Look, you can have cheese. You can have goat cheese, feta cheese. You can have all of that fun stuff over there. So that's on the approved list. But this is your list. And you can still have tortillas. You can still have pasta. You can still have all of that stuff, you know, great stuff like that. You just have to follow the list. Now, one little tip, if you really want to maximize your results, like maximize them, is that you want to stay in the top 4 items in all of the categories. The top 4 are like top 4, top 5, like the top, you know, options are the best ones for you out of those categories. So kale, watercress, collard greens, mustard greens, spinach. Those are like the best ones that you should have because they don't carry a lot of, you know, water weight. And sometimes if you eat a lot of greens, they can make you bloated. So those are some of the best ones. I probably ate the majority of the time spinach, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and asparagus. And those are in the top like 5 or 6. So I did eat a lot of bok choy. Really good if you like, you know, steam it. It's really yummy, like an Asian stir fry. So spinach, bok choy, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and asparagus were my favorite. I did eat a lot of beets as well. But I try to stay up in that upper category for my greens because I tend to bloat a lot. Purples, pretty much all of my fruit were berries. Berries are the #1 antioxidant fruit. They're also the less, they have the least amount of sugar, glycemic level. So that's why those are at the top, because less fruit keeps you less fluffy because of the sugar level. So if you can, stay up there, but listen, you can eat anything on this list. I'm just telling you, if you want to maximize your results, stay in the top categories. Reds, I'm definitely not eating sardines, so I didn't eat those. But I ate chicken, I ate turkey, I did not have goat. You know, pretty much any of that up there you can have. Next is yellow, sweet potatoes, yams. And I had a girl ask this, can you do paleo? Yes, you can definitely follow this with paleo because you can have the sweet potatoes. I know sometimes, you know, paleo has different regulations, you know, what they can and they can't eat, but sweet potatoes is definitely an option for you. I would say like every single day I ate sweet potatoes. You know, those are at the top. There's yams. You can have, you know, plantains, which are really sweet, which is amazing to me that they're on there. But you have lots of options. Lots of options. Keep it simple. Keep it easy. Blues, avocados, almonds. Please make sure you count your almonds and your cashews and your peanuts and your pistachios. Count them. You can see they're all different. There's a reason for that. Orange, those are your containers right here. Orange containers, salad dressing. I think my first week I have a salad. The dressing is the bomb diggity. I will share that recipe with you for the dressing. It's super yummy. And I'll share that with you guys this week as well. Those are your teaspoons, what you can have. And then you don't need to look at this now, but week 6, you're going to have a refeed day. Refeed days where you get to eat more carbs. Yay, more carbs. This is your like modified list that you can have of things that you can eat. Like she liked to call it like your dirty carbs, but you can have pancakes, you can have Rice Krispies, you can have cornflakes, you can have pretzels, you can have a hot dog bun, you can have any type of white bread that you want. Any type of waffles. So there's some goodies here. I think pretty much every single one of us in the test group ate a cheeseburger like on this day. Every single one of us ate a cheeseburger. So that happens on week 6. So you don't need to worry about that too much right now. Next is the last thing is I'm going to do the meal plan, and then I'm going to go through the questions that everyone submitted, and then I will open it up because I will probably hit the nail on the head with a lot of those questions. So plan A. After you calculate your calorie bracket, you're going to open up your eating plan, okay? Oh, there's like a color on my screen. That's odd. Here's your plan. Please read through this. I'm not going to go through all of this because I want to really talk about the questions specifically that you guys have. I did go over this in the video that I talked about. But when you scroll down, let me make this smaller. There we go. Okay, so there's your containers. This tells you how many containers. Ladies, by the end of week 2, you're just going to have these containers memorized. You're going to know that you need 4 greens, 2 fruits, 4 proteins, 2 carbs, 1 fat, and then 1 seeds or dressing. So as you scroll down, it talks about the workout block right here. I would save this on your phone. If you have an iPhone, you can save it into the books on your phone, so you can just open this up. I would even print this out. When I traveled, I actually had this printed out, and like I needed to tangibly see it when I traveled, just to let me know what I need to be eating. But what I love here is that they actually give you some examples of different workouts from morning to noon to night. They give you examples, but this just tells you, you know, pre-workout, you know, you want to have 60 to 90 minutes. You want to eat this. And then you're going to have your pre-workout supplement 20 to 30 minutes before, which is your performance line. Then you're going to work out. Then you're going to have your workout supplement, which they do recommend hydrate. But like I said, you don't have to do that. If you are a discount coach, if you're one of my ladies that signed up to be a discount coach to be in Autumn's test group, you save 25% off this stuff as well. I don't know if you knew that. Post-workout supplement right here, it tells you what to have. If you don't have Recover, just eat the fruit. That's all you need. And then your post-workout, which is 1 to 2 hours after your workout. Now when it comes to these meals, and this is going to answer some of your questions, these other timed meals right here, meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, you can eat those at any time during the day, whenever you want, like after your workout block. They don't have to be in this order, but you have to eat those colors together. So you have to eat the purple, the red, and the teaspoon together. You have to eat the green and the blue together. You have to eat the green, the red, and the orange together. You can flip them around and have meal 3 first, and then have meal 2, and then have meal 1. But you have to eat those food groups together, those pairings. You have to, okay? So it's not, I saw someone post, you know, keep track of your containers in 21-day fix tracker. That's fine. But, you know, you're eating these containers. So you really don't need to track your containers because you've got to follow this plan, which is going to lead to my other thing that I saw a lot of you guys asking questions about, working out early. If you work out early in the morning, you may switch your meal 1 for your pre-workout meal, okay? So if you work out early at 5:30, and obviously I'm not going to eat the pre-workout meal. There's no way I can eat that meal at, 5 a.m. And Autumn did say you can eat your pre-workout meal 30 minutes before your workout. Obviously, an hour to an hour and a half is really far in advance, especially if you're someone that works out at 5 a.m. So for me, I might work out at 5:30 a.m. I'm trying to decide. So what I will do is I will wake up at probably 4:50. I'll make my shake. I'll drink my shake, which is meal 1. I'll have, a banana, probably frozen banana in it, my Shakeology, and then I'll do a teaspoon. I'll actually do almond milk because you can have almond milk for one of your teaspoons. I'll have almond milk, and that will be my meal 1. I'll have it at 5 a.m. And then I'll chug that. Takes me 15 minutes. And then probably around 20, 10 minutes before my workout, I'll have the Energize. So it's not as spaced here, like it says 90 minutes or 30 minutes, but I'm still getting it all in. And you can do that. You can switch your meal 1 for your pre-workout meal, but you have to eat something before you work out. If you watched her video, she said, if you don't eat something before your meal, then you're not following the program and you're not going to get the results that you should be getting. And if you don't have food in your body, it's just going to eat up your muscle and you're not going to get the results that you should be getting from this program. So if you work out early, just switch meal 1 with your pre-workout meal, and that's all you need to do. Moving down, I see some questions. I will come back to them. Can you eat pre-workout meal and just do meal 1 or shake later? What do you mean? Can you eat pre-workout meal and just do meal 1 or shake later? Yeah, you can have your, you can eat your pre-workout meal. Like if you work out at 5:30 a.m., you can still eat that full pre-workout meal at 5 a.m. You just need to give yourself 30 minutes. Like you can still eat the greens, the protein, and the carb at 5 a.m. if you want and work out at 5:30. But she was saying some people can't tolerate a full meal. So for them, she said you can switch meal 1 with that. That's what a lot of people did. So I'm going to scroll down here. She gives you example of a time nutrition. This is a great example that she gives you here. I also provided to you, but she gives you some options. rest day, remember rest day looks different. So here's your rest day meal plan. You can switch all of these meals around. You can switch them all around. You can have meal 5 at your first meal or meal 4. You just have to eat those pairings together. That's what's so crucial is you just pair it together. And you have to eat every 2 or 3 hours. Someone asked too, do I have to eat this time of day? No, you just have to eat every 2 to 3 hours. That's it, 2 to 3 hours. So if you want to have your first meal at 5 a.m., then you need to eat every 2 to 3 hours based off of that. But make sure you follow the workout block on how that's structured as well. You don't have your energize or your recover as well on this. I'm going to scroll down. Modified refeed day meal plan. I'm not going to talk about this. Do you know why? Because it's 12 weeks away and we're going to talk about this as we get closer to it. Okay. Scroll down, peak week. I'm going to keep going. Here's a little meal planner. If you want to print this out, you can use mine. You can use this, print out this blank meal plan. If you'd like to write things out, you can just fill in your pre-workout, your post-workout, all of that fun stuff. Here's some workout block examples. I don't know if you saw this, but here's a great one. It says, wake up at 5:30 a.m. Here's your workout block right here. Shows you exactly what to do if you wake up at 5:30 a.m. All you would have to do is if you don't want that first meal is you can just switch them around. Here's a midday workout block. An example, if you work out at 1:30 or 2:30. And then they give you an evening one if you wake up and eat your regular food and then you work out at 6 p.m. So they give you some great options. And then here, some of you ladies were asking, if you do not have the performance line, this is just a little example of what kind of your meal plan would look like if you didn't have the performance line right here. So pretty simple. So look at that, and that's what it would look like if you're not using the recover or the energize. So I'm going to scroll down, stop sharing. Oh, there's still so many ladies on here. I love this. I couldn't see you until I just closed that down. Okay, so I'm going to run through these questions that I have here, and then I'm going to open it up for questions so I can try to get as many questions that you guys have, okay? So the first question that I saw, because I made a list of all of your amazing questions because you guys took time to write them. So the first question I had was, I see in the eating plan that there's different meal options, 1, 2, and 3. Do we have to eat those food groups or shown just as it is, or is that an example? So I answered that question, which is fabulous. You have to eat the pairings. You have to eat the pairings. You can move those meals around. Like I said, you can switch out meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, but you have to eat those pairings. For example, most often my last meal, you'll see on my meal plan, my last meal was usually a vegetable and a fat. It was a green and a blue. That was like my evening, and it was usually like nuts and like carrots or nuts and like raw peppers. Sometimes I would do like avocado on beets because I love avocado and beets. So sometimes I would have that. But for some of you that maybe are in plan B, the only difference is that you would add like a protein to that meal, or you would add like a carb. So it's not like these big drastic changes. So that's why you definitely want to get out yours and then like open up the template and be like, okay, where can I just add in things and not have to start from scratch for all of this? And like I said, I'm going to share my meal plan as I start to, change in and add in my new workout time for you guys. So you can see maybe a more of a morning, workout block. Next question is, what do we do if we work out first thing in the morning and we can't answer that question? Fabulous. So all you're going to do is you can eat 30 minutes before you work out and just have your energized 10 to 15 minutes before you work out. Perfectly fine if you're an early bird. I talked about the paleo. Someone asked if they're paleo. You can definitely follow this if you're paleo. You can definitely follow this. A handful of the carbs, the yellow carbs, are paleo approved, and you can obviously have you can have the protein, you can have the greens, so that's definitely approved. Next is, are there tips and tricks and resources to finding out what the container conversions are for foods? Not specifically on the list, talking about vegan ones or just for recipes in general. So for broth, for cooking soups, so that stuff like that. I can find out, are you specifically, I think this is you, Gracie, are you specifically asking like what does broth count for? Like if you're making soup? Like, okay, so I'm going to ask the nutritionist. I'm going to ask in my test group. I'll say, how do you count broths for soup? And I'll let you know, okay? Because I never made soup, and I don't think anyone in our group made soup in our test group. But I will ask that for you specifically, like literally when I get off here. I'll go tag the nutritionist and ask her how you calculate that. So I have a feeling what they're going to say is they're going to say like, measure out the vegetables, measure out the chicken if you can, but I understand what you mean about just the broth itself. So I will double check on that. I'll even see like, they have a couple 80-day obsession recipes. I'll even see if the nutritionist has any recipes that they know of that Beachbody provides on soups that are, within the qualification, and I'll share those as well. So you guys can have some soup recipes. Okay, next is there optimal time to have Shakeology? Is it okay to have it as one of the meals in the workout block, either post-workout? Bottom line is that you can have Shakeology anywhere that you see red. And there's no better time to have it, because this is the thing. Shakeology isn't a recover shake. It's not your branched chain amino acids. It's not your protein shake. If you want a recovery shake for your muscles, if you want branched chain amino acids to help rebuild and recover your muscles, that's what recovery is for, okay? Shakeology it's a nutritional supplement that helps to fill in the gaps of your nutrition. It gives you a good ratio of carbs to proteins, but it gives you the superfoods, the vitamins, and everything you need. So you can eat that anywhere that you want where you see a red container. Personally, for me, it fits beautifully in the red, the purple, and the teaspoon category if you're in plain A, because for me, I have to have the Califia toasted coconut almond milk in my shake. I cannot live without that. So for me, I use that with my frozen banana in my shake. I've been drinking that for 365 days times 3, and I'm obsessed with it. So you can do that. Sometimes I will add spinach. I know some meal plans you have to have a green in there. Just add spinach to it. You can't even taste it. So that's another option. So anytime, doesn't matter when you have Shakeology, as long as it's a red, fits in somewhere. Are we restricted to just the food listed in the container? Yes. Someone said, can I have popcorn? Okay, no. Popcorn is on the refeed day. You can have popcorn on the refeed day, which is 6 weeks in. I know. I didn't create this program, okay? This program is very different. If you've ever done a competition before, if you've heard of competition prep, this program is very similar to that. And that's kind of how Autumn created this, is it's eat like an athlete, train like an athlete. You ladies are here because you want crazy, insane, fabulous results. And it's going to take some sacrifice, and it's going to take a commitment. But I promise you it's worth it. I promise you. Because I will say in 5 years of being a fitness fanatic, I have never had results like this. And I have done everything. And I've talked about this. I was a Weight Watchers Lifetime member. I've done macro. I've done vegan. I have done CrossFit for 3 years. I've done everything. And I've never in my entire life had results like this. So just go all in and just, you can do this. Next question is, any tips on staying strong when, say, you're scheduled to go on a really expensive wine tour in early February, or you will be in a trial for about 5 to 15 days in March? We get sporadic breaks, but I really can't eat or really drink anything other than water in the courtroom. So what I would say with that, I know who you are, so you can always message me privately as we get closer to this. So this is where I'm going to say this is where you choose to do your own discrepancy. Meaning, you have to know that this is an 80-day program, and you have to know that this program doesn't allow to have cheats. And if you were on our call that Autumn Calabrese led, Autumn led a call for our team, and I let some of our challengers get on. I opened it up. She straight up said, alcohol is not a part of this plan. It's not. That she straight up said, and it was, I'm telling you, for a lot of people in the test group, it was hard. And I will say this, there were people in the test group who did drink wine. They did. I was one that did not. I went 80 days with no alcohol, with not one cheat, and my results speak for themselves. So this is the thing. It's totally up to you if you want to do this program 100%. I, of course, am going to encourage all of you to do this 100% because I know what it can do for your life, for your body, for your mind, for everything for you. I know what it can do. But obviously, ladies, this is your choice. If you are going to, go on vacation and you are going to do that. So that's really up to you. There's no judgment from any of us. Like I said, my mission is to help you ladies find your balance and getting healthy. I don't want you guys to get obsessed. I don't want this to create an issue in your home life. I don't want that. I want this to bring life into your life. So I would say for that, I know who you are. It's totally up to you. If you want to go, it's up to you if you want to have the wine. I would say if you choose to have the wine, I would say, you know, be really on point for every single meal, get your workouts in, and then make sure that before and after you stay on track. But alcohol is like the #1 killer for results. Alcohol is the #1 killer for your belly as a woman. #1 killer is alcohol. So, in saying that, it's totally up to you. It's up to all of you ladies. If you followed the 21-day fix before, that program, they do allow you to have like 3 glasses of wine a week as a substitute for carbs. That's not a part of this program. It's pretty much you follow this program, and if you choose not to, that's up to you, and know that your results, you know, will be altered slightly because of that. Next is, so you are only posting things about plan A through C. I only mentioned AD in your video, my E. So if you're in a calorie bracket that we don't have a meal plan for, some of us coaches are going to be making meal plans week to week for this program. So you're just going to have to follow it week to week. But this is also where you take the meal plan template and you just alter it to what you need. Like I said, you're not going to have to eat 10 meals. You're still going to eat those 5 or 6 meals that I'm eating. You're just going to have to double up on your vegetables for 1 meal, which is easy if you have a big salad. Double up on your protein, double up on a carb. So it's not like you have to make massive alterations. It's just adding in food to those different categories, okay? What do you do when it came to family events or eating out? My family tries to get together once a week, usually at a local restaurant, try to catch up. Okay, so if you hear Autumn, she's going to say, stay on track. I will say this, if you guys have watched my video, and I'm going to say this, is that we moved 3 times. I had no kitchen for 3 weeks. I had no power for 6 days because of Hurricane Irma, like 0 power for 6 days, okay? What else? My birthday, and I took 2 trips. I was in Boston for 6 days, and I was somewhere else. For 6 days. I stayed on track. I woke up, got my workout done at 4 a.m. when I traveled before my convention started during the day. I packed my meals with me. I had my shakes with me. Now, yes, there was probably 1 or 2 days where I had 2 Shakeologies when I traveled, to be honest with you. That's just because I would rather have an extra Shakeology than eat crap. And that's just the truth. So for me, I always took the packets of Shakeology, or I took scoops and put them in Ziploc baggies. And when I traveled, I remember in Boston, our schedule was crazy. And I think I had like 2 shakes on the days that I traveled because I just couldn't like find certain things to eat. But I did. I had my meal plan printed out, and I literally was like trying to follow it and do my calculations. Now, is it going to be easy? No, it's not going to be easy because it's just easier to eat whatever you can eat when you're traveling. I get that. But it is possible to stay on track. It's definitely possible to do that. You just have to, figure things out. My first week, I think it was my first week, we went to my favorite restaurant ever, Mexican, tacos, margaritas. Everyone had margaritas. Everyone had tacos and chips and guacamole. I got a piece of mahi-mahi with broccoli. Like literally, I was like, this is torture. But I ordered that, and they made it for me, and I told them I don't want any butter on it. I don't want any oil. Just blacken it and just give me broccoli. And I did it. I didn't have to do that, but I chose to do it because I was on this program. So you guys, where there's a will, there's a way. And if you want to stay on track, you're going to stay on track. You might miss 1 or 2 meals while you're traveling. That might happen. But if you can still eat the containers, that's fine. And I think there was one day when I was in Boston where like literally my time nutrition was completely off. It was completely off, but I ate my containers. I just had to eat them more in like larger portions. So like I think two of the meals were merged just because of time, and I could not get somewhere. So for you, I think the other one was saying I'm in a trial. I would just have the food that you can have and just eat it when you can. So for example, say you missed meal 1 and meal 2, then maybe you need to eat meal 1 and meal 2 together with meal 3. So you might have to do that stuff, but just still get in the containers in those situations. One thing I did get, and you guys don't have to get this, but I got the Isolator Fitness meal prep bag. You don't have to get this, okay? Because it's like 50 or 60 bucks. But it's the Isolator Fitness bag, and it's a big bag. I can show it to you, but it has containers for all your food. So it can fit in 6 meals. So literally what I did was like I had my 2 cups. I had like a shaker cup for my Shakeology, a shaker cup for my Energize in the packets of everything, and then I would put my 4 meals in there with all of my ice packs. And when I was out all day long, I just took my meals with me everywhere I went. And I eat them cold in the car. So yeah. So that really, the Isolator Fitness meal prep bag is awesome too. I love that one. I use that everywhere. I will say this too. One thing, when I didn't have a kitchen for 3 weeks, this is just a tip for some of you that do travel a lot, is where I live, there's a place called Fresh Kitchen, and they actually will meal prep food for you. Well, they don't meal prep it, but you can order like party platters, and it's really healthy food. So they have like grilled chicken. Shallon, you know that place, Fresh Kitchen. But a lot of places have really healthy food stations. Fresh Kitchen is one of them. And when I didn't have a kitchen, I got family platters for them. So I got a family platter of grilled chicken. I got a family platter of sweet potatoes. I got family platters of like their veggies. And I didn't cook at all. I just used all of their food and I just portioned it out. Yeah, it was a little pricey, but I knew the food was, healthy. It was clean. It was good quality. And I knew I could at least get my proteins, my veggies, and my carbs in. And I had to do that because I had no kitchen. So there are ways to do that if you're traveling. Do some advanced research, see what restaurants are around you. But pretty much every restaurant's going to have protein, vegetables, and carbs. You just got to be picky about them. Next question is, someone asked, if you're traveling, you won't have weights. Okay, so you can pack the resistant bands and you can pack the sliders. But I will say this, mostly every hotel has a gym. They do. My husband, he is doing hammer and chisel right now, and I think he's on week 8, and he travels pretty much every week, and like next week he's gone for like 5 days. He'll do the workouts at the gym. Same exact with this program. You can go to the gym. I will say it's nice to go in the morning. There's not many people there. When I was on my trips, I would go down early, and a lot of gyms have like a fitness room where they do fitness classes. I would just take like an 8, a 10, and a 12 into the fitness room, and I would just go in there and do my workout on my phone. So you can definitely follow this while you travel. I'll answer those questions in a second. So I know a breastfeeding mama asked this question. How important is it to get 8 hours of sleep? Hard with a little one, and I usually get up an hour before everyone else. So I'm a night owl, and I can function on like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, to keep it real. That's just how my personality is. So getting 8 hours of sleep is really hard for me. But I will say the majority of the time, I got 7 hours of sleep. Majority of the time. Probably 5 days out of the week, I got 7 hours of sleep. The other times, I probably got 5 or 6 hours. I tried to keep it no less than 5 hours because I am a night owl, and I like to stay up late. So in saying that, try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Just really try to do that. I know that even my breastfeeding mommies who were in the test group with me, I mean, sometimes they only got 2 or 3 hours of sleep because they were up with their babies. Like, I get it. Like last night, Emmy was in here because she peed the bed. And I'm like, seriously? She's in here at 3 a.m.? I can't go back to sleep. That's kind of like life as a mom. And if you have fur babies, sometimes they wake you up. So I totally get that aspect. It's just important for healing your body. 80% of healing occurs while you're sleeping. That's a lot. And your body's going to be going through a lot. You're going to be sore. So I would just say self-care as much as possible. Get sleep if you can, like 7 hours at least, 6. I will say I did function on 5 a few times. Maybe 4 here or there when I traveled, which is normal. But the superfoods, the Shakeology will help you with that. The food will help you to have so much more clarity, more stamina, and more energy. The Energize will help. The Recover will help. I would say Epsom salt baths. Get some Epsom salt. If you don't have it, take 1 or 2 baths a week. That will help get rid of the toxins and everything that's in your body that's being built up, the lactic acid. Also, there's a spray. It's by Ancient Times. It's magnesium spray. It's fabulous. You can order it from Amazon Prime. And if you're someone that's predisposed to really sore muscles, fibromyalgia, arthritis, for me, like I can get a really bad neck sometimes from my hernias. This is magnesium spray, and if you spray it on your skin, your body absorbs it really quickly. And even though you're supposed to wash it off, I leave it on because I just go to sleep with it on. It just because it tingles a little bit. And I remember I told one test group girl to use it. She's like, Allie, that burns my skin. And I'm like, well, you'll get used to it. Just leave it on. It will be good for you. But magnesium, that's a vitamin. It's a nutrition, supplement that you can take, but it helps release any stress in your body and your muscles. It helps relax tension. So that's a great little thing that you can get if you are someone that struggles with a lot of muscle tension and, you know, soreness. So it's a magnesium spray. I can share the picture with you in our group. And you can even take magnesium. You can take, you know, I take 500 milligrams a day. That's great for you. If you start to have diarrhea, you're taking too much magnesium, FYI, just so you know. That's just the nurse in me. If you take too much magnesium, you will have diarrhea. Sorry if that's TMI. Yeah, so magnesium is really great for you. If you have someone that has constipation, magnesium will help you go to the bathroom, hence why Shakeology will probably make you go to the bathroom. But exactly, magnesium is really good for you in saying that. Moving on, rest day meals can go in any order. Yes. Turkey bacon, yes. Does it matter if the times we eat are way different than the spreadsheet? Perfectly fine, as long as they're 2 to 3 hours and you follow the workout block. What do you suggest for traveling? Honestly, my biggest tip for traveling is ask your hotel if you can have a mini fridge. Put a mini fridge in there and find a local store that has Whole Foods or a grocery store. Get some hard-boiled eggs, get some raw vegetables, get some lunch meat, plug it in the fridge. Obviously, if you have a Whole Foods, that's fabulous. An Earth Fare, a Sprouts, any of those healthy restaurants or grocery stores, you can buy bulk stuff. If you have a mini fridge, you can pretty much stay on track for sure at a hotel. For sure, 100%, especially if you take your shakes with you. So those were all of the questions that were submitted in our group, but I'm going to look right here in the chat box, and I'm going to see if there's any other questions that are right here. Let me just see. I saw someone texting me a question too. So question, oh, I'm so glad you liked it, Sean. Yay. Okay, what if we get grilled chicken from a restaurant, no sauce, just grilled? That's perfectly fine. This is the biggest thing, ladies. Most restaurants, they cover stuff with oil and butter, like saturated with oil and butter. So if you're at a restaurant and you say, I want grilled chicken, or you want anything like that, please just say to them, no butter, no oil, or you can say light oil. Light oil, hopefully they won't put too much, but from my own experience, there's been a few times where I literally can't even eat it when I've ordered out because it was really bad. So there was one time when I actually took my food to the restaurant because I knew where we were going and I knew they didn't have good food. And I was that awkward person with a cold container of food in the restaurant, but I didn't care. I was like, whatever, you know, I'm used to this now. So, so let me look at the rest of the questions really quick and see if there's anything else. Grilled chicken, travel to my national sales meeting. Week 1 of the program, frustrated that it'll be tough to time the meals appropriately off the bat. Any tips on how to stay on track? Biggest tip for you, all of you, every single one of you ladies, for your first 2 weeks, set a timer on your phone. Set a timer on your phone to eat. I know you're going to be like, what? I had a timer on my phone to eat meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, meal 4, my pre-workout. I even had an alarm to work out because, see, for me, I had to be on the workout with our crew. So I had my phone going off when I should take my Energize, my pre-workout. It was going off 24/7. My husband was very annoyed with my phone. Okay. So I did have an alarm on my phone. I would highly recommend that because it is super duper important to just eat that. Eventually you will have it memorized and your body will just tell you. And saying that, I did not mention this, so I want to mention it too as well. For workouts. The workouts are on demand. You can do them whenever you want, but I am personally going to be offering live workouts pretty much every day. So when I work out, I'm going to give you guys a link like this where you can get on live and work out with me. And the reason why I'm doing that is because that's what I did for 80 days with our test group. Literally every single day, we hopped on a live Zoom like this. The person that hosted it, which will be me, I screen share the workout and we literally do it together. And it literally, like, it helps you not stop doing the workout and it keeps you focused and it just gives you more accountability. So every single day you will see probably a graphic that says Obsession Babe live workout. In that post, there's going to be a link like this to join a live workout. I'm probably going to host one in probably every day. I'm just going to share my workout. Whoever wants to hop on is great. If there's no one, I'll just do by myself. Other coaches will offer other times as well. So mine will probably be 5:30 a.m. or 9 a.m. Eastern time. One of those times. I haven't decided yet. I haven't committed. But then other coaches might offer, you know, Pacific time or Central time, or some will offer nighttime. So just be on the lookout because the live workouts will be posted the day before. So you have time in advance. Now, obviously, if you guys have a meal plan, you probably want to stay on track, but I will definitely be offering those just to be a part of them. I will, just so you know, on Saturdays, every single Saturday, I will offer a live video, either 7 or 7:30 for Cardio Flow. Cardio Flow is the one workout that doesn't change for the first 8 weeks. So every single Saturday, I will offer that one. Hopefully, we could get a lot of women on there because it's a Saturday. And I know you're like, oh, it's a Saturday, I want to sleep in. Well, it's a Saturday, so get your workout done early so you can have all day free. But I'll probably do it 7 or 7:30. That workout's only 26 minutes, 30 minutes for the first couple weeks. So it's really awesome. By the end of the week, 5:30, Becca said. I know I'm leaning towards 5:30. Oh, I hate waking up early, but I am leaning towards 5:30. So I'll let you guys know for sure so you know my routine and I'll share about it. And then I'm trying to think what else. But yeah, I'll probably do the Cardio Flow. I actually will do Cardio Flow every Saturday, either 7 or 7:30. So if you have kids, you can get it done before they're up. And the Cardio Flow, like I said, is 26 to 32 minutes for the first couple weeks. And then by phase 3, it's about 40 minutes. But it's the same workout, same moves, and they really want you to be able to see your improvement with your endurance and your ability, because that's a completely weight-based program, or that workout is. It's all weight, it's all body weight, and it's nonstop. It's like, when I first did, I'm like, oh, this is going to be easy breezy. And I'm like, holy crap, this is really hard. Like, I was dying. My sister did it with me last week and she's like, what the heck is this? I'm like, I know, it's really hard. But you're going to love it. Okay. So next question is, okay. Me and Alyssa discussed this. I thought almond milk is equivalent to 1 yellow. It's not. It equals to 1 teaspoon. Correct. So it used to be that way. Almond milk used to count as a yellow, but it now counts as a teaspoon. So 1 cup of almond milk, unsweetened, 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, or unsweetened toasted coconut almond milk, which is what I drink, it's considered 1 teaspoon. So got that? 80-day approved soup recipes would be great. Yes, ladies, Gracie and Becca, I will work on that for you. I will ask for some 80-day Obsession approved soup recipes in my test group. I will ask them. Is there any other questions? Of course, Patricia. I love soup too when it's cold. Sometimes I don't make it though because I get confused on what the containers are too. So, but I'll ask them, and hopefully they'll have some, some good ones that we can post, and maybe I'll ask them to post it in the coach test group as well. Any other questions? You guys can always unmute yourself and ask a question if you would like. It's freezing here in Ohio, in Iowa. Plus, I love soup and had soup at my own wedding. Oh, I love that. I love it. My kids love soup. My kids are obsessed with soup, but they like to put cheese and chips with it, cornbread, all that stuff that you cannot have. Thanks, ladies, for getting on. I so appreciate it. You guys are going to do amazing. Just know you got to get your mindset in the right place, and you got to start telling yourself, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I will do this. I'm going to do this. Positive affirmations are everything, and you have to start speaking life into the fact that you're going to do this program and you're going to commit to it. Because if you go into the saying, this is going to be too hard, I can't do this, you're probably not going to do it because you're telling yourself that now. So tell yourself you can do this, own this program. You guys can have the literally most insanely amazing transformation you've ever had in your entire life. And your life could be forever changed, and you could overcome so many areas in your life, have freedom and discipline and self-control, maybe get those abs, and really just, start getting that confidence back and loving your body and loving, who you're becoming. So in saying that, I saw another question. Here's someone. Allie, I have a pet peeve with food. I'll let go of the wine, laugh out loud, but my creamer in my coffee is very important for me. I know it's sugar. Any suggestions on anything else I can use? Can you use coconut almond milk? I will say this, Patricia, and I'm going to say this because I can feel you. I was the person that used to drink coffee with 90% sugar and creamer and 10% coffee. That was me. I now have trained myself where I can just drink black coffee. I just have gotten used to it. It's all in your mindset. It's not a pet peeve unless you make it a pet peeve. Okay. So try maybe something different. Do some toasted coconut almond milk. Do some almond, just try something different, like coconut almond milk, toasted coconut almond milk. There's milks, but then there's creamer. So maybe try a creamer one and try it. if you're like us, my husband's like an Italian coffee guru, like obsessed. So we have like the Nespresso with which froths things. So if you put toasted coconut milk, almond milk in the frother, I don't know if you have a frother, it makes it sweet and it doesn't have sugar in it. But that might not help you, Patricia. I would just say you're going to have to overcome that pet peeve. Take it up with Alyssa though. Don't be mad at me. If it's at 5:30, it will be 1:30 a.m. here. Oh my gosh, Jenny, that's crazy. Well, there's going to be some West Coasters. We have a lot of West Coasters. So I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some other Zoom time workouts, some live workouts that are West Coast. So there's going to be something for all of you. I'm really trying to make that happen, okay? Patricia, you can do it. You can do it. Yes, you can. Start telling yourself that right now. I believe in you. I know Alyssa, you're going to offer live workouts. I don't know when you're going to offer them. She's Colorado. So
like 7:45-ish on Monday. 7:45-ish on Monday.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys heard Alyssa, but Alyssa's Colorado. I don't even know what time zone that is.
Mountain time.
But so what time did you say? 7:30, 7:45?
7:45-ish. That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay. So what Alyssa will do is she'll post a graphic on Sunday saying, hey, join me for day 6 of Cardio Core. Here's your Zoom link. So you'll see something like that the day before. So jump on if you want to. Alaska time. Jenny, maybe Erin, our other Alaska girly, or she's our Alaska coach, maybe she'll do a time for our Alaska ladies. Because we have ladies everywhere. I love it. That's what's so awesome about this. We are going to get a schedule of times. Perfect. I love it. Yeah, we're going to try to get a schedule of time so you ladies can see and figure it out. Well, Jenny, she's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And hopefully she'll host one for you guys to get on. And other ladies of us can jump on too. So that's it. If we get a concrete schedule down for the live workouts, I will share them with all of you. But just know, look the day before, and you'll see a super duper cute pineapple graphic that kind of looks like the one I shared with this. And it's going to say, Obsession Babes, live Zoom workout. Click the link to join, and that's it. So thank you, ladies, for getting on. You guys have plenty of time to prepare, okay? I had 4 hours to figure out my meal plan and to go grocery shopping when I found this out. 4 hours to make it all happen in one day and start the next day. So if I can do that, you can do this, and you guys have many more incredible resources than I had when I started this. So take the meal plans, figure them out. If you have questions, just post them in our page. If you have a question about your meal plan, post it in the group. I'll look over your meal plan and see if it's correct, because there's other people that probably have the same exact question as you. So we might as well, help everyone with your question at the same time. So that is it. Thank you, ladies, for getting on. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. I don't think I am. You just got to have weights. You got to have sliders. You got to have the bands for your workouts. If you don't get your sliders in time, if that happens, paper plates. Paper plates work geniusly. They're fabulous, okay? Paper plates, you can get a washcloth. You can use those for your sliders. Get creative. It's not make or break. Kristen just asked a question. How heavy did you go? Okay, so I will say this. I did need a weight for 40 pounds at one point. Okay, so you don't need that. But I will say this. There was at one point where I was doing a kettlebell swing with 40 pounds. So you don't need that, but I obviously have I have a Bowflex adjustable weights. Actually, I bought them week 2 because I was like, crap, I don't have heavier weights. But I do have weights up to 25, and I could have used those. Like, you could hold 2 weights. So if you have a 20 and a 20, you can hold 2 weights. But my Bowflex goes up to 55, 55. So it's like 55, 55 here. But I would say you definitely want to have a 20-pounder, like for the end. Not right now. What I would do is do not go buy new weights right now. Get through phase 1. And if you think like, oh, this is getting kind of easy, I think I need to move up from number 10 to number 12 or 12 to 15, then go grab those, for phase 2. Don't go out and buy a whole bunch. I needed them. I needed heavier weights because I was starting at 12 and 15, and I was like, oh my gosh, these aren't going to last me. And my husband was doing it too. And I was like, I might as well just get the Bowflex. But you don't need those. I will say, even to this day, I think I still use 8s for my triceps because triceps are so hard when you do like multiple rounds of them. Your arms are like jello. So I still use like 8-pounders for stuff. So you're perfectly fine with that. The bands, I will say I've had so many bands break like crazy. So if your bands break, you can just order some more off of Amazon. If you need to. I mean, obviously you can order them from Beachbody, but I'm just going to tell you that they're on Amazon Prime if you need them, like quickety quick. You can always get them there. But yeah, I think that's all the equipment you need. Obviously, if you want a mat, you can have a mat. Sweat towel if you need one. I would say for the days that you do leg days, I would highly recommend wearing pants or capris on pant days, or not pant days, on leg days, because the bands will roll on your legs like a lot. So when you see leg day, I would recommend using or wearing pants for that because the bands stay on your legs better for the moves. But you will get better. The bands will roll a lot in the first week because you just got to understand them and understand your strength and how the bands work. But then after that, they'll be your BFF. I love the bands. They're amazing. And they'll lift your booty and they work that inner thigh that we all hate. And they get the saddlebags as well on the side of your legs. So you'll love the bands. They're awesome. Any other questions? You guys are awesome for staying on here for so long. My husband was like, you're taking over the bedroom. He's like, that's going to be a really long call. You're going to be talking to them forever. And I'm like, yes, we will be. It's 80-day obsession. Any other questions at all? You guys good? Good? Okay. You guys can do this. I believe in you. Best part, we're in it together. We are in it together. Rain or shine. We're in it together every step of the way. And you're going to do awesome. And I'm proud of all of you for taking the sleep because I know it's like it's a big thing. So believe in yourself. I believe in you. Post into the group. We're here to support you. We have lots of coaches helping out. And that's it. So love you ladies. Blessed to have you a part of our amazing fitness sisterhood. Thank you for saying yes and get ready for an incredible journey. Bye ladies. Love ya.